vandalize inside. Tired of what they've seen, so now they're looking for the light. That's why we evangelize, preach the life of Christ. His death and resurrection's the reason why I've survived. So, if you wonder why I proclaim Christ, sit back and hang tight. This is the gang life.
Have you ever done something before, not so much because you wanted to, but because your friends were doing it? You know, peer pressure can be so powerful, and it can start off with something so simple as lying to your parents or your teacher, but often, many times, it could also lead to experimenting with drugs, drinking alcohol, all because you want to feel accepted, you want to fit in, and you want to be popular. You know, here in God's Anointed Now generation, we choose not to give in to peer pressure, but instead live wholeheartedly for Jesus Christ. You know, we weren't made to fit in, but to stand out. And we refuse to be conformed to this world, but rather be transformed by the renewing of our minds through Jesus Christ. So today, we want to take you into the world of peer pressure and show you a few stories of people who have been where you're at, but overcame through the power of Jesus Christ. Check this out.
Well, today here on Gang Life, we're talking about peer pressure, and today we have two young ladies, and they happen to be sisters. It's Zanelle and Avery. Avery's with us today. You know, when you think about peer pressure, what is one experience you could think of where it got the best of you, Zanelle?
Well, I think being surrounded by friends who did things that I never wanted to do or things I never felt comfortable doing, they really tried to pressure me. They really tried to get me off course in my walk with God. And I remember one time where they were really all doing certain things, going to parties and things like that, that I really wasn't comfortable doing, but I felt obligated to do it because I felt like I wanted to keep their friendship.
How old are you right now?
15.
15? Okay, so this was about a year ago or so?
Yeah, probably like freshman year.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't end up going through with it, but it really did mess with my mind and really did shake me a little bit.
How about you, Avery? How has peer pressure shaped your life?
Well, for me, it was never really a problem of being, you know, tempted to go to parties or do drugs or anything like that, because the people I hung around never really got into that kind of stuff. But the people I surrounded myself with had a very liberal mentality, and, you know, for them it was like, okay, you know, homosexuality was okay, being transgender was okay, and that really influenced like my mindset and the way I lived. And it got to the point where everything I believed in was completely against the Bible and completely against Christianity, and that really got a hold of my life. And yeah.
And so do you find yourself changed now?
Yeah, now that I'm saved, I really, you know, it's really true when they tell you like you are who you hang around, because like I didn't realize how much of an influence my friends had on my life until I distanced myself from them and started hanging out with people from church and getting involved in church. I really realized, you know, like my friends had a really bad influence on me.
Okay, now this question is for both of you. How could you help somebody that's watching right now? There's other young ladies I'm sure could identify with what you've been through, and they're struggling with peer pressure. What advice could you give them?
Well, I would just say, if you're saved and you're trying to go forward in your walk with God, I would say either try to separate yourself from those people who are trying to influence you, or stay focused with God and stay on the right track with Him.
Very good. How about you, Avery?
For me, I would say, you know, if hanging out with your friends who aren't Christians is holding you back in any kind of way, I would distance myself from them and start hanging out with people from church and your leaders and just getting involved in ministry, and that's really going to help you.
You know, listening to you guys both, I admire that in young people that could stand for the Lord. And that's what living the gang life is all about. We're God's Anointed Now generation. We don't follow the world, we follow Christ.
Okay, everyone, so Tuesday then, we're gonna meet at Milton, call time 9 o'clock, and then we'll shoot at 10. We're gonna start the day with Gang Life, and then we'll go ahead and start filming Treasures at the end of the day. Okay. Anyone have any questions?
Is that Treasures 2? Season 2?
Season 2, yeah.
Okay. What episode are we starting with?
We're starting with one's about a pimp, and then the other one is Rosanna from up north.
Oh, cool.
So she's
I
like
know
a
we're filming
gangster.
me.
Yeah.
You're in season 2?
It's Christina though. She was a madam.
Christina who?
Christina from San Diego. Like she had a whole house.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right?
They were like expensive things. Okay, this.
Expensive. Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, let's take lunch, guys, and
Wait,
then
let me give you this.
be back in 30 minutes.
that's so crazy.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright.
30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll be back in. I gotta take something real quick.
Set your alarm.
Not 3 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Gosh. Mom.
We'll be here.
Mom.
I don't know, when you guys two get together.
Party, bro.
What do you want for lunch, dude?
Dude, I don't even have any money, man. Oh my God. Dude.
I seriously thought they were gonna like bring food today. 'Cause
I
we're
know.
meeting.
Dude, what's up with the hospitality?
I know. Lagging it.
Oh,
Alright, we only have 30 minutes. How much you have?
Dude, I have like 14 cents in my account.
I have like $2 on my stunning good looks. What can we get with that?
Honestly, dude, I saw Ruby had like, I don't know what she brought in, but it smelled delicious this morning. It's probably still in the fridge.
Was that like for all of us or what?
Dude, we'll just like split it. Dude, just go grab it.
Did she say we could get it?
Yeah?
Louis, did she really
Dude.
say we could get it?
Dude, look, she won't even know. She's probably on a diet, and she you know, it's just, you know, whatever. Dude,
Nah,
dude, come on,
nah,
man.
I'm good. Nah,
dude,
dude.
seriously? Dude, are you even down for the cause?
Dude, I'm down
No.
for you know I'm down for the cause, dude,
So
but I'm not gonna just take somebody
dude.
else's food.
Just do it real quick. Just do it. Nobody even know.
Dude,
Dude, I'll watch
if
it.
missing food goes on around here, I'm the first one they look for. I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, but nobody's gonna ask you about it because they're gonna be like, oh, this is awkward. Like, I don't want him to think that I think.
Nah, dude,
that.
I'll do it.
Dude, just do it. Just do it. Just do
I'm
it.
not doing it. I want to do it.
Dude, it was Chinese food. It was Chinese food.
Nah, dude, I can't do it, dude.
Dude,
I can't do it.
seriously, you're not even down anymore. I remember I used to know a guy
Seriously?
who would do anything. He was just down for the cause.
Wow.
I knew. You know, whatever. You know
Oh,
what?
fine then. Fine, let's go do it.
You're not even gonna do it. You're not even gonna do it though.
Let's go do it.
Well, I'm here with Caleb. And Caleb, how old are you now?
I'm 19 years old.
Well, it's hard to believe you're 19 already. I've seen you grow up in the church. Of course, you go to my church, Victory Outreach Chino. And in Victory Outreach Chino, we have a new drama called High School Life. And why don't you tell me a little bit about your character in High School Life? Because I heard it's a very powerful drama.
Yeah, well, in our drama, I play the character named Drew. And Drew kind of portrays the character that has it all together. You know, he has good grades, has a loving girlfriend, is going to be going to college, you know, plays all the sports and stuff. But you find that there's more to him that meets the eye. You know, when it's kind of like it follows the rise and demise, he ends up coming into some trouble. And he ends up losing his way, you know, but at the end of it all, he finds his way again, and that's through the power of Jesus Christ. He accepts him as his Lord and Savior, you know, and so it's a powerful play, and it's a wonderful, heavy role.
You know, if you, now you, in your personal life, now that's a character, in your personal life, could you make comparisons to the role you play versus your real life when you were growing up?
Definitely.
Like what types of things? Did you have certain peer pressure in your life?
Yeah, you know, growing up in the church and going into high school, there was times where it was like either stand out for Jesus Christ or pull back and just give in to the regular things and just allow the enemy to come in, and you know, and there's been times where that has happened in my life. You know, but my senior year, I was able to take a stand just like this character, you know, and I was able to profess, you know, and declare the gospel of Jesus Christ and bring others to him.
That's powerful. You know, now that you're serving the Lord and you're taking a stand, is there other situations you find that there's still a little bit of that temptation or pressure that you feel from other people that are not maybe serving the Lord? Or how are you doing there?
Yeah, definitely there's times where, there's that temptation, there's that coming on where you feel the attacks, you feel people trying to veer you the wrong way. But now that I have that relationship with the Lord and it's continuing to grow stronger day by day, I have something that I combat against it with, and I'm able to make that step.
What would you say, if you were to give somebody advice that's watching, what would you say to that young person that is 17 years old, they just made a decision for Christ, or they haven't made a decision, but they're having trouble with peer pressure right now? What advice could you give?
The best advice that I could give to you if you're struggling with peer pressure is just rely on the Lord. He will be your strength, He will be your comfort, He will be everything that you would ever need, that you could ever desire. And that true life comes from a relationship with Jesus Christ. So whether you have that or not, hold on to it or find it and never let it go. Because no matter what comes your way, what obstacle, what storm, that He will always see you through.
Well, thank you, Caleb. It's good to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Somebody shout! Victory Outreach Chino, God's Anointed Now Generation. We present to you high school life drama. Somebody shout tonight!
A cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the
night. Drew, you can't hear us talking to you? Man, we've been calling you.
I'm sorry, Pops.
Drew, can you just explain to your dad that we've already decided after you graduate, you're gonna start at USC in the fall?
Whoa. No. Drew, we agreed you're gonna go get a job, you're gonna help the family out, till we get back on our feet. I mean, you are a man of your word, right?
Whoa. Wait, don't put that kind of pressure on my son. To provide for the family, what, just because you can't anymore?
Whoa, what do you mean, I can't? I've been providing for this family for 20 years. We're in a bad economy. By the way, we wouldn't be in this problem if it wasn't for you running up all the credit cards, getting into debt, trying to be somebody that you're not. Is that in a watch?
No.
And you need to stop popping them pills like they're vitamins, woman. I mean, no wonder you're always tripping, blaming me for stuff that I ain't even doing.
You know what? You don't tell me what to do. I wouldn't be taking these pills every day if it wasn't for you stressing me out all the time.
You need to get your hand out of my face, woman.
Man, it's hard to believe it wasn't always like this. I mean, we used to be happy. They actually got along, and I liked coming home. And even growing up, going to church, I used to hate it. For some reason, it seemed to work. Now it's been 4 years since we last went to a service. And somewhere between my mom's accident popping the pills, my dad's affair in this recession, man, they lost respect and stopped caring about each other. But more importantly, man, they stopped caring about me.
Man, my aunt's always on my back about getting into college. It's like I'm not even good enough for her. Honestly, it's It's not like I don't want to go. It's just, it's been so hard to concentrate ever since my parents left me. I mean, I'm their only son. Why didn't they love me? What did I do wrong? How'd you guys even get in here anyway?
Dude, your aunt let us in. What'd you do to her? She looked all mad.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Hey, what's cracking this weekend, though?
I don't even know, man. I was thinking about just kicking it here. You know what I mean?
All of a sudden, bro, you just want to kick it now. What's up, bro? Dude, I got the perfect idea. Let's throw a party. I got the hookup on a dope DJ. We can promote on Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Snapchat, Tumblr, all of that, dude. We can charge $5 a head. Women get it free. BYOB, it's on.
Dude, and the best part is, we got people bring their own beer.
What? Idiot.
What?
What do you think BYOB means?
Bring your own barbecue?
Okay, that's your homie, dog.
Hey, we can have it here at your house, Benny. Your aunt's never home.
Dude, this guy doesn't even have parents.
Oh. Hey. Yeah, for sure, man. We'll have it at my house. Hey, but don't talk about my parents, man, because I don't need parents to know not to wear pink boots.
Like, I don't hurt my feelings like that, bro.
Hey, well, don't trip. We got a bottle right here. And you guys don't even know this, but my girl Sam right here, she can outdrink anybody.
That's right.
In fact, I bet you she outdrink any of you fools right now.
Right now.
Who's up for it? Oh, the friend wants to come through all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
All right,
Let's go, bro.
Let's do this. Ready?
Go!
Shot, 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 shot!
Oh!
Hey, Drew. Where's Drea?
Hey, Ashley. Honestly, I don't even know. We haven't really talked since the whole thing at In-N-Out, but I'm here, so.
Well, that's good. I've been meaning to spend a little more time with you.
Really?
Yeah. I got something for you.
What the heck is this?
It's okay. I took one on the way here. You'll be fine. I'll take care of you. I finally got him. But I'm still not happy. I know what they all say about me. They think I don't care. But I do.
Ashley, what about it?
Wow, after the test, I don't know how everyone found out, but they were saying how Ashley, Little Miss Popular Ashley Hernandez, has been a little too popular lately.
A little too popular. I don't get what you're trying to say.
Wow. Ashley, she has an STD! Oh. Yes, man, that's just what she gets too. She is so disgusting, like, ugh, I wouldn't even want to sit in the same chair as her. Ugh. Whoever has hooked up with her lately is out of luck.
Yeah.
But anyways, babe, what did you want to tell me?
Besides, I have too much going on. Maybe after everything's said and done, after all of this settles, maybe, just maybe then I can give it another shot. But not right now, man. Not right now.
Drew, you're never gonna have everything together. There's no perfect time in your life where you want to give your life to God. The Bible says tomorrow's not promised. And it also says to come as you are. Come with your issues, come with your problems. Come with your worries and doubts, man. and give it all to Jesus. Because that's the reason he died on the cross for us, Drew. That's the exact reason. No more playing games, Drew. No more fighting it.
And I came here tonight not to party, not to drink, not to get high. But I came here to tell each and every single one of you that Jesus Christ loves you. And then, man, I was lost and I was hurting. I was looking for the answer in all the wrong places. Man, I didn't know how to deal with the stress, with all this stuff that comes with this thing called high school. But I can tell you guys that I found the answer. And that the answer, his name is Jesus Christ. Don't wait till you only have a few moments left like Ashley. But I encourage you, I beckon you, I'm pleading with you, come now, this evening. And in your helplessness, in your hopelessness, in your weakness, let God save you. Let God give you a plan and a purpose and a destiny. Just allow God to be God. Thank you.
And I believe many of you God ministered to. With no moving around, with every head down, every eye closed tonight, if you want to give your life to Jesus, if you say, you know what, man, what they showed tonight, they were talking about me. What they showed tonight, I'm facing that pressure. I'm facing those struggles. I'm facing those issues. But I came to let you know, just like Drew and just like others, the answer is Jesus Christ. I'm here at Victory Outreach Chino, and we just got done having our live drama, High School Life. And man, it was powerful. And we have a young lady here that gave her life to the Lord. Her name's Rosie. She's right here from the city of Chino. Tell us a little bit of what you thought about the drama this afternoon.
I thought it was very honest, very real to how life is today, to be honest with you. Very touching. I do have a little sister who's in high school, and the same exact scenario happened to her not too long ago. So,
wow, that's amazing. Now tell me, what was one of the scenes that really stood out to you?
The car crash, definitely, because that was the same as my little sister, you know, her friend. It kind of really makes you think, to be honest, all those years that I was doing that, you know, it takes me a step back.
Wow. What did you think of the drama, and what really touched you?
I like the drama because it also, like, it relates to, like, everyday life, and, like, it relates to the teenagers out there now and the generations now. So when people come to see the play, they also get a feel of what is actually going on, and it helps open their eyes and makes them want to rethink about their life and then give themselves to the Lord.
Wow, that's awesome. And maybe you could tell us, what was one of the scenes that really stood out to you, that really impacted you?
The death scene and the casket, I was like, because at first I thought it was real, and then I thought about it. I really thought about it, and it wasn't real, but that is something that is really happening out there now.
So let me ask you this. You know, in high school, I'm sure you guys see it, deal with it, a lot of peer pressure, friends, family members. Do you guys face that at school?
I do face a lot of pressure, especially since we're starting a Christian club at our school. So we have to learn how to get people into the club, but also it's like a lot of pressure on us because some of them just reject us like right away and they think it's a dumb idea. But even though there's pressure, we know that we have to keep going and, like, you know, stand for what's right.
That's awesome. And last question, you know what? It's awesome to see, you know, a lot of young people there using their talents, really just being used. And you're a sophomore, right? Maybe you could tell us a little bit as far as how you can use your gifts and your talents to really make a difference in your school.
I like to do poetry. So, like, I love to do spoken word, and I love to, like, speak out about God. And it's something that has helped me be a leader, especially at my school, and to reach out to everyone there.
Tell me, what was one of the things that really stood out to you and impacted you?
Well, when the girl got in the car crash, because I have a brother, and, like, just he's a big inspiration on me because the things that he does, like, I don't want to do that. Like, it's like I want to believe in Jesus and like.
That's awesome. And I saw you went up to the altar, you gave your life to the Lord. So how do you feel right now?
I feel amazing.
Yeah, that's great. And how old are you?
I'm 13.
13 years old, so you're in junior high?
Yeah.
8th grade?
Yeah.
Wow, you look like you're in high school. Now, let me ask you this. In junior high, I'm sure they deal with a lot of peer pressure, right? With friends, family. Do you find yourself facing that there at your junior high school?
Yes, very much.
Yeah? Like, tell me, like, explain, like, how do you face it every day?
Well, a lot of people bring stuff to school and then they ask me if I want to try it. But I don't let it get to me and I just like ignore it because I know what's good for me and what's not good for me and what'll change my life in good ways and bad ways.
Gotcha, that's great.
You know, the Bible says in the book of Romans, don't be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed through the renewing of your mind. You know, this entire episode, I believe God has been ministering to you. I know a lot of young people today face many peer pressures at school, at home, you know, trying to achieve, trying to go somewhere, maybe peer pressure to do drugs, drink, whatever the case may be. But I came to let you know that you don't need to succumb to the peer pressures of life. But if you would give your life to the Lord, if you would allow Him to fill your heart with true joy, true peace, true love, you don't need to make those decisions to follow the crowd, but you can follow Jesus. And I want you right there where you're at, I want you to say this prayer. I believe God is ministering to you right now, and I believe God is able to touch you right where you're at. I want you to repeat after me. Say, Jesus, I need you in my life. Help me to make those decisions to follow you. To not follow the world, but to follow you, Jesus. I give my life to you. Amen. If you just said that prayer, I want you to know that God is filling you right now with His love, His joy, His peace. You're not the same person. Matter of fact, you're transformed by the power of God. And I believe with all my heart that God has a plan, God has a purpose, God has a divine destiny for your life. You're able to live that gang life today. We love you, and God bless you.
Vandalize inside, tired of what they've seen, so now they're looking for the light. That's why we evangelize, preach the life of Christ, His death and resurrection's the reason why I've survived. So, if you wonder why I proclaim Christ, sit back and hang tight. This is the gang life.